So if you're an agency owner, you probably know this or you probably don't. And I hate to break it to you if you don't know it, but your favorite YouTubers, Instagram people, and these gurus that you love and you look up to, look at their reels, they're lying to you. And if they're not lying to you, they're hiding stuff from you, which is lying by omission. And I'm going to be showing you guys exactly in this video how people like Iman Gotzi, Alex Hormozi, Joe Kaplan, Kai Bax, and more are hiding information from you or straight up lying to you so that, they just get more people in the courses and everything. I'm going to be hiding nothing, gatekeeping nothing, and showing you all of it. If you don't know me or how you can even trust me on all of that, my name is Derek Rodriguez. I have a six-figure done-for-you agency, and I help out people in my other consulting business where I scale agency owners to 100K a month. And with that all said, you guys don't care about me yapping. Let me go straight into it. These guys, all of them, I forgot to even mention Charlie Morgan. These guys are all lying to you. Every single one of them is telling you to do something. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. I'm sure you hear it. Lots of them overlap and say the same thing, which makes it pretty easy to tell. But they're all telling you to do this. While they're doing that, they're doing something different. I've paid a lot of money to see what they do. I've paid over $24,000 to get like Alex Hormozi systems. I paid even more money to get into other people's systems and kind of see their back end, what actually happens. They're lying to you. There's a lot of things they're not telling you. Like Alex Hormozi obviously has his 3 books and a podcast, and he says, like, oh, I'm giving you all this information. But then when you actually pay to see the real stuff behind the scenes, you're like, oh yeah, he does give you like 10% of the pie. But the rest of the stuff he gives to his acquisition.com scaling portfolio company, that's all hidden. That's like 90% of it. And that's just some of what I'm going to be giving you in this video here. But these guys are straight lying to you here. Now, I was actually inspired to make this video after a little situation here I found with Kai Bax. Not personally with Kai Bax. Like, I'm not even trying to start beef here or anything at all. But let me show you. There's this A/B sales test scenario that happens with Kai Bax, where it was Kai Bax's system versus my sales system with his one lead, which I'll show you in like a little bit here. Hopefully I remember to edit it in, but this lead came in and they went through both of our sales systems. Now, who closed the lead? I'll let you take a guess. If you don't know Kai Bax, he scales agencies. He's blah, 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 right? He did it actually. Wow, you're surprised. You're like, oh, I thought you like pulled the rug under me and say me. Like, no, he closed the lead. But why? Well, the lead didn't see my ads yet. That's why. So what do you mean by that, Derek? Well, let me show you. This lead already paid, already was onboarded, already signed a contract. All of that was already going, was getting the service and everything. Like, it's not like a last minute decision. Like, no, they were going at it. And then they saw my ad, they got onto my sales call. And before they even got on, like, I'm not even calling it a sales call because it was an onboarding call. It was an enrollment call. Their mind was changed. They liked my company and business more. They trusted us more, and they wanted to switch. So how did that happen? That seems like the hardest possible close you could possibly do. Is there something harder than that? Like someone's so deep in the other end that they just want to switch. Like Kai Bax does not have a bad service, by the way. Like by no means do I want to shit on anything. He has a good service. It's not bad. Maybe he feels like some 16-year-old that's like scamming people. Yeah, that makes sense. But how do you get someone that has a good reputation, a good service and everything to switch over to my system? That seems hard. That's probably a situation a lot of you guys are in, and you're losing to people like that. So how do you beat that? Well, this is what happened. She canceled everything, got refunded, and jumped ship immediately. Like within that onboarding call, like we started work. I actually remember, we started work on that onboarding call immediately after. It was like a 2-hour call, and we just got started. Like right then and there, she could not wait. And let me just show you guys here. I'm gonna be showing you guys a video right here, but this is pretty much how excited she was. So how do we do that? How did that happen? Well, we do this in a funnel we call the pre-close funnel that we've created. And this isn't just a funnel that we use and it's only worked for us. Like, no. This is a funnel and system that's worked for countless people. Noah, 100K a month in solar, TS a month, Miami Penthouse, C8 in the background, finance, Joseph, 50K a month content agency, building out a SaaS, and so many more people that have done the same exact funnel have gotten stellar results and have been able to scale and actually change their lives. If you want more, here's my Instagram. But this isn't something that's just worked with me, is the reason why I'm showing you that. This is something that's worked across dozens and dozens of niches. I've yet to find a niche, by the way, that's not worked in, and we call it the pre-close funnel. So what is the pre-close funnel? Well, to put it simply, we're optimizing for when the lead sees you for the first time, and go into your sales call, which we don't call sales call anymore, we call it an enrollment call, and getting them closed right here, right there, before the call happens, so that it becomes an enrollment call. So how do we do that? Well, before we get into that, I need to show you guys the sad reality. We are in a depression. If you guys have even gotten that, like at least 5 sales calls, you kind of understand that's hard to get people to want to give you 2 to 6K or side with their service or agency, because they're giving you these objections, smoke screens, I don't have money, and let me talk to my partner, send me an email. The reason they do that is because they don't trust you. And why? I mean, good reason, dude. These are 2 screenshots right here from 2 people that are in Kaibax's sales system and service and everything. Like, Kaibax will send people, hey, this is what you need to do. Copy this thing, and then another student will copy that same thing, and another student will copy that same thing, and they'll both run ads, or like 20 of them will all run ads for the same thing, same website. They just change up the copy, one thing, switch the colors, and then they have the same, like, oh, we'll do this kind of service for you, oh, this high, oh, we'll do this, you'll get all this money, and then they end up getting scammed. It doesn't work out, and then people are like, oh, okay, if I hear this kind of offer again, I'm not going to ever buy from someone. That's where you get rude people on your call. They just don't trust you. They're, I got scammed before, I got hurt before, and now it's impossible for you guys to close. So don't fall into that rat race. Gurus are teaching you to pump out the same thing to every single niche. Same offers, same guarantees, scams, the clients are getting burnt, all of that stuff. And here's the thing. Does the service quality need to be better? Do you need case studies? Do you need a better closer? Do you need a better VSL? Do you need a better script? Is that how you get people closed in the pre-close funnel before the call even happens? No, it's not. You need people to like you, know you, and trust you before the call happens for them to get closed. I'm going to be walking you exactly how we do that without needing super fancy edits, having like 100 more case studies, because you don't need that. You don't. So what do? Well, we do it through a method called 7-11-4 sales. If you guys don't know the 7-11-4 rule, it's a study that came out from Google, which essentially says if someone consumes 7 hours worth of content on 11 different touch points with 4 different channels, they're going to close without any sales influence needed for your high ticket service or whatever it may be. And here's some examples of like content, right? I'm like, obviously I have a YouTube, like our setters will send YouTube videos and people consume that way and binge our content, but you don't even need that. Like, you don't. You can send Loom videos, like create a little Loom library of like common pain points your leads have and fixing that for them in like a 5-minute video, and having your setter or closer send that to people and they just consume that. And now they're like, oh, this dude fixed my problem for free. Imagine if I paid him. And same thing for everything else here, right? They'll see you through just ads, they're retargeting, through VSLs, newsletters, blogs. Like, there's some examples. Here's some examples of like touch points, and some more examples of like channels. So like they'll see your ad, number 1. So you're on Instagram. Maybe they'll see you again on Facebook. Maybe you send them a video on Loom, or another one on YouTube, and then maybe you send them like your Spotify podcast. Who knows, right? That's 5 channels right there. So here's what the process should actually look like. Number 1, the lead will see your ad. So like, here's one of my older ads there, a video ad. Here's either Noah or Pietro's ad. I mean, this is like the same exact thing. Noah got like 100K per month with this one. Like, it looks shit, I'm not gonna lie. And we've had worse looking ads, but for some reason, the worse they look, the better. Like, we're just eliminating all variables, and like, as bad as it looks, it's constructed very, very precisely. Every single method here has a meaning and a reason. Otherwise, it could not work if one thing goes wrong. You can see Alex Hormozi's also doing Facebook ads as an example. But this is a battery I've created. I call it a 7-11-4 battery. And throughout this whole process, from sales process number 1, at the beginning, they see your ad, the battery's going up a bit, right? Maybe there's no branding here, but maybe this video, they see you. Maybe you're on the sales call, so now it's like even a little bit more battery just got in. But throughout the whole process, we want to get this battery up as much as we possibly can. That is just step number 1. How do we do this throughout the rest of the process? Well, they see your ad, number 1. Now they're going to click on the ad. They're going to click learn more. Now, once they click learn more, right, we're going to ask them for the information, and we're going to ask them for text in bold. And we do that so they give you their real number, but also not call because people don't want to give you a number if you say you're going to call them. So we say text, but we also want it to be real. So we put emphasis on that, and we'll get their information. And then something happens right there. Now, before we get into that, people can also, after you click continue, lock a spot, which will bring them to your landing page, something similar like this, same day, next day, and they'll book the call with you. So, but we'll go right back to right here. So the moment someone clicks this continue button, this is what happens. Two things are going to happen, actually. Well, first things, a 5% commission setter is going to call it within 5 minutes. 5 minutes is crucial. We need speed to lead. Why 5 minutes though? It's just a random number? No. 27, sorry, not 27. A lead is 27 times more likely to book a call with you if you call them within 5 minutes. Now at the 10-minute mark, just an extra 5 minutes, that drops to 4 times as likely. Now just the act of you calling them up within 5 minutes is going to impress them. They're going to trust you a little bit more, especially if you're selling this like system to them. They're like, oh yeah, this is going up. This is going up for sure. I like this. 5 minutes, never in my life have I ever had someone call me up within 5 minutes clicking an ad. It's crazy. But after that, they're either going to answer or not answer. If they answer, you just book them same day, next day. If they don't answer, you're double dialing them and you're calling them, get through do not disturb. That's why we double dial. And then we call them twice a day for days until they actually pick up and they finally answer. And then we bring them all the way back to the direct booking page where we get them here. But in this like setting call right here, we're getting a lot of pain. We're getting problems. We're getting goals. We're making a personalized, a custom experience to them and not like a 30-second, hey, appointment 3 p.m. tomorrow. Sound good? Awesome, bro. See you tomorrow. 30 seconds, done. No. Now, these are minutes to like 20-minute calls where we're actually building desire and like a little mini sales call there. Now, after that, this is what's going to happen. They're going to go get booked either from the setter, which is going to send them this page, or they do it on the direct booking page and they're going to go here immediately. But this is where they're going to see their VSL and all the other videos that we do to really get that 7 hours worth of content and get those other touch points and locations in. And this is like a pre-call video. Below that is a VSL video, which could be like 5 minutes to 60 minutes long, depending on the niche. But the objectives are the same. You want the VSL to be pre-handling the most common objections you get in sales calls. So number one, you never have to have them again in sales calls. Number two, building trust, getting people to like you, getting people to know you. Number three, we're implementing a unique mechanism, what sets you apart from everyone else, right? Are you doing like a pay-per-result thing? Are you using AI in your service? Like, what are you doing that's different? And we're explaining the basics of the concept. We're doing this. Maybe you've seen ads from other agencies doing this. Maybe you've been burnt by this kind of ad from this agency. We know exactly how it is. You're breaking through that fourth wall. This is what we do different because we're tired of them too. This is how it works. You don't have to go super detailed, right? You just need to sound like you're different than everyone else so they want to get on the call. It's not a waste of time. And then from there, like the moment they book too, or even before that, the moment they become like a lead, they're going through some email sequences there. But the next step is the setters creating a group chat with the closer. So we'll go into it here. But before that, right, we got the email nurture, you got testimonial pages. You have some people going through like newsletters, and that battery is going up, guys. It's going up. It's getting filled. We like that. People are liking you, knowing you, trusting you. Like, this is all happening in a span of like 24 to 48 hours, by the way. If not even less than that. Like, we are going hard, so people consume as much as they possibly can within this time period, because your competitors are sitting on their asses, literally, and just hoping they show up for the sales call while you're doing all of this. And this is all stuff that can be automated, and you're just making it. But this is a huge part right here. The setter who, had a conversation with that lead, they're like nice now. They like him. They like your setter. He just booked a call with you. All right. He likes it. And now he's going to be expected to show up to a call with some random dude he's never met before or heard from before and be asked to send $6,000 to this Stripe invoice. It's not happening. You need to warm them up. That's why we create this group chat where the setter goes in, hey, this person leaves. Now the closer takes it over from there and transfers that trust. That's what we call this process. And then from there, sending voice memos, because who else is sending voice memos? Our closers do that, and we get so many compliments on it. That by itself is a unique mechanism. They're like, oh man, no green text bubbles, no 24 hours, 12 hours left, 3 hours left, 5 minutes left to your call. No, this is a real person. This is a real dude. Now it's not, I have a call with John at 3 p.m. on Friday. No, it's sorry, scratch that. I meant to say now it's not. I have a call with agency 2 3 p.m. on Friday. Now it's become I have a call with John at 3 p.m. on Friday. And it's going to help me do this. Now, what is this? Well, all right, we're going through the pain, go through the goal. We're building desire, we're building trust. Maybe something is like, I have an issue with my show rate, or I don't know how to do this in sales, or I have this objection. That's easy, dude. You have a partner objection? Here, I made a video, or the founder made a video, whatever it is, on how to fix a partner objection. Later that day, they watch it, they have a call right afterwards, partner objection, they fixed it, they got it closed. They're like, dude, this is good info. Let me see what happens if I pay this guy, if he gave me this for free. Whatever the most common pain points are that you get from leads, make a little content library, send that to them. They're once again watching you. They're getting closer to 7-Eleven 4. And if you guys have a YouTube, that's even more powerful. You don't even need it, but it's just even more powerful. It's like a bonus because now they're binging it. You're getting organic leads too on top of that. And it's just the highest amount of branding that you could possibly do. Why do you think every single person that was in the beginning of this video has a YouTube channel that they're going all in on? Alex Hormozi, my God, see Charlie Morgan, Kai Bax, like every single person is going in on it. So do you feel like something's there? There's a reason they're doing that? If everything good was coming out of Reddit ads, I think they would be doing it. But they're going all in on that. I think you guys should do that too. But if not, just do this, right? Just do that. Now, after that, this battery's up. It is so up. Like this process, this video has been like, well, I don't even know how many minutes long it's been, but it seems like a long time. You think this is happening over weeks, but no, this is happening in potentially hours, but like a day to 2 days max. People are consuming so much of you now. It's like they know you, they understand you. They know this whole thing feels customized to them because of their pain, their goal. They have the desire to go on call with you. They're already trusting you. And the last time you guys have made a purchase of over $2,000, it wasn't over someone you've never met in your life that just made sense because you had a good offer in a 60-minute call. You paid $2,000 because you already mentally decided that you were going to allow the closer to close you before the call. It just was a question of how much is it. You already trusted the guy, whatever, before the call even happens. He just showed you the price and you're like, yeah, I can do that. That's why he closed. Not because it was cold. Otherwise, everyone would be having an easy time closing. What happens is what we call an enrollment call. That's what we deal with. That's what our clients deal with every day. We don't have sales calls anymore. It's not a 60-minute that goes over to 120-minute objection sales call. That's not what happens. These people are closed before the call happens. So the first 5 minutes might be like technical questions like, is it recurring? Is it like, all right, what's the contract? Okay, let's do it. Now, stuff people just need to know, but they're already closed. These guys close within the first like 5 minutes. You get that payment within the first 15, and now it's an enrollment call. You can use the remainder of the call to onboard them, get them excited, get them going, just like Molly, the lead that I was telling you about, and exactly why I was inspired to make this video. And here's the thing. At this point, your battery is up to here, but it's like not 100%, Derek. You can't. Hate to break it to you, man. You can't make it 100%. You probably can. 1 out of 100 dudes probably have it at 100%, but it's not scalable. It's not stable. You can't make it 100. So you pack as much as you possibly can to get up to like that 90, 80% range. And that's enough. Why? Well, this is your competition, guys. This is your competition. Maybe this dude has better case studies than you. Maybe this dude has like, I don't know, 5 clients in the exact same niche and a pretty damn good reason to pick him over you. Or maybe this dude just sends no calls or anything, doesn't green text bubbles, Andy, and bros just like that. But this is the difference. This is why they're choosing you over people that have better closers, bigger agencies, better everything else. They're choosing you because this is a sales process race. Maybe if you went head to head with them in fulfillment, you'd lose, but that's not what this process is about. People don't pay you after they've got to the fulfillment. They pay you in the sales process. That's the only thing you need to be better at. And from there, that's where you guys can capitalize on that. Start building these insanely good case studies. So you become this person that's like 1,000 clients, but you have the sales process of this. So now you're like on steroids, and now you have like a branch like Iman Gotzi. That's kind of an example for you right there. But all you guys need to focus on is getting people to like you, know you, and trust you, and hitting that 7-Eleven Ford battery as high as we possibly can before the call happens, so it becomes an enrollment call. Now, this is all information that I've been keeping to my clients for a long time, and this I'm just giving out to you guys. Lots of gurus are trying to do this in the background. Lots of gurus are doing this, and they're keeping it secret. I'm sure you haven't heard stuff like this in as much detail. So if you want me to be giving you more of this information, like, comment, subscribe. That's just going to show me you guys enjoy it. If you don't, dislike it or something. I don't know. I'm just not going to give it to you anymore. That's just going to show me you guys don't need it. If you guys want more of it, I'll stop gatekeeping. I'll be that dude that makes all the other gurus mad. I'll give you all the information. Everything that I pay tons and tons and thousands of dollars for, I'll give to you. If you guys want that, you know what to do. But besides that, I'll let you guys cook.